This is the person who is telling people to turn a blind eye on what's happening, the Palestine issue with Israel. But again, I went to this person's page, TikTok page, and I found them sharing every news they can find about Israel and Palestine. But then you don't want other people to see it. What's with you? Like, isn't it that important that people get to understand what's happening with people across the world? Like, that is just so grave for you to even just say, stay away from social media. This is exactly shows how these white supremacists feel about such situations like this. Anyway, guys, let me roll these clips. You're going to watch about 3 reactions to what he says, and then we're going to discuss.
And let's stay off social media for the rest of the weekend, checking in when we need to. But remember, when you see really dangerous, scary stuff, you are not required to watch it. Stay safe, and I will see you in the morning.
No. Imagine if there were phones in the 1800s, social media to the point where we could see the atrocities of slavery. Would you tell us to get off our phones then? Imagine if there were phones in the 1940s where we could see the atrocities of the Holocaust. Would you tell us to get off our phones then? Imagine if there were phones in 1921 or 1919 or 1915 when black communities were being burned to the ground by white supremacists. Would you tell us to get off our phones then? Imagine if there were phones in the 1960s and the 1970s where we could watch a bomb being dropped on behalf of the U.S. government in Vietnam every 5 seconds. Would you tell us to get off our phones then? We are privileged to be able to sit here and watch what's happening in Palestine from afar. And years from now, we will look back and we will be judged how we reacted in this moment. The United States government, the Israeli government, and everybody that supports them wants us to stay off our phones this weekend. But the least we can do is to continue to spread awareness and keep our foots on the necks of the people who don't want us to see what's going on. That's the least we owe the people of Palestine.
Only in America would people have the audacity to tell others that it's okay to turn a blind eye to what's happening in Palestine right now. Y'all are literally getting on the internet and telling people, oh, it's okay if these videos make you feel uncomfortable. No, the fuck it's not okay. Now is not the time to turn a blind eye. Now is not the time to go watch some cute little cat videos.
Social media for the rest of the weekend, checking in when we need to. But remember, when you see really dangerous, scary stuff.
It's kind of crazy that just last weekend you were on your social media sharing disinformation, misinformation. I forget the exact correct term for it, but there was such an immediacy in which you shared on this social media platform in a manner in which you wanted to share this misinformation, disinformation immediately, V. So the journalism card already been taken off, okay? It's just gone now. I find it strange that when the height of focus is protecting the people of Israel, as it was last weekend, you want people on this app. But now that we have more understanding and more ability to have attention, have our eyes on Palestine, you want people to turn off their phones. That's fucking despicable.
For me, I just don't even understand where this person gets the energy to talk about this as if nothing really is happening. Like nothing really is happening. Now that the cards have turned, these people want us to turn a blind eye to what is happening. You have heard the comments that these guys are saying. So what should we be doing? Watching TV and other things and pretend like nothing is happening? I feel like I'm having some bad wishes for that guy. But anyway, guys, I don't know what you think. It's all in this video, my thoughts. Comment below what you think about this situation and what this guy really has just said.